We had a bull, we were preparing for the sale, and he slipped and he did something to his back. And we were gonna have to scratch him from the sale. And I got a hold of a good friend of mine. I says, hey, do you know anybody, a good chiropractor that can get that thing right? He goes, yes, call Dr. Bleem.
Dr. Bleem is truly the kindest person I've ever met. You will never find another person on this earth that will want to fix your problem more, do it with as much excellence as he can. Every single thing he does is with purpose.
In the meantime, we had another bull that fought the chute and twisted his neck. And in about half an hour, Dr. Bleem had both bulls adjusted, and they walked, and they're both sound breeding bulls, and they've made it 2 years breeding cows. And from that point forward, he's been a very integral part of our operation.
Just seeing the changes you can make and just give them a higher quality of life is probably the biggest thing. If I can improve their life, 5% or 25% or 90%, you get to see those miracles, which is super cool. And they happen every day. In any showing realm, they're after that banner and they want to put that banner on the wall. And I always go back to, if I can just give them 1%, they're going to perform that much better. And that's maybe all it takes to win.
He himself is a farm boy from Southern Illinois, grew up on a dairy. And you can tell his true passion is taking care of that animal and its well-being.
Our horses, they see many different types of riders that are in many different stages of their horsemanship. There's always so much of a difference you can tell whenever the Bleems come out and they get adjusted and they get to start out the program nice and strong. It's like magic.
I talk to the owner. What do they see? What have they seen over, the last few days, the last few weeks, whatever it may be. Then I just get my hands on them.
What he's doing when we're looking at an animal or a human is checking the joint space. Dr. Bleem doesn't do anything that's not intentional. The placement of the hands is not a guess. It's very specific and on purpose. We do no more or no less than is necessary to allow the body to function properly or to heal itself.
In order to be an animal chiropractor, you have to be a doctor of chiropractic or a doctor of veterinary medicine.
Certification matters. We ask that you check credentials. This is not something that you can do on the weekend or you can learn on YouTube. The programming is about 220 hours long, and once you graduate, you can sit for the International or American Veterinary Chiropractic certification.
Melanie and Dr. Bleem, you get a team. You get two caring individuals, and she'll walk you through what he's doing.
Everybody needs Melanie. She's a huge part of the operation. I could have never done animal chiropractic without her.
And then whenever you see the finished product and that animal relaxes, you know that everything feels better.
Whenever I'm finished up with an animal, sometimes right away, you'll get them adjusted, they'll lick and chew, they'll drop their head, there'll be big blinks.
We always end up in a situation where the animal wants to acknowledge Dr. Bleem. They often will want to touch him on the chest, they'll want to nuzzle him, they'll want to be in his space. He is the person that they see that is here for good.
We want our horses to be their highest potential, and we are pouring into them just as much as we are pouring into everything else. And that's what the Bleems really do help us with.
When animals hurt, performance lacks, attitude lacks, yes, veterinarians are God's greatest invention, but they can't do it all. And guys like Dr. Bleem and Melanie, they're the next step, the next tool in your box, the next team member to make everything better.